Here are 15 of the best Ask Reddit stories for today. I hope you enjoy and remember to subscribe. It really helps us out. We post new videos every day.
If you could go back in time for a day to witness a historic event, which would you choose? Would love to see and hear dinosaurs roaming around our land. The premiere of Beethoven's Ninth Symphony in Vienna. See the asteroid/comet that took out the dinosaurs from a safe distance. Safe distance. The building of the pyramids. What is something society considers to be bad but really isn't? Failing. Failing does not mean you are a failure. Just means you tried something and it didn't work out right. It is very possible that those who never failed also never tried. Is true. Having disagreements. Totally normally to disagree with people. It's even more normal to disagree with your friends and still remain friends. Politicians changing their minds when presented with new information. What's a bad response to I love you? What are some things not to say? Everybody does, sweetie. I'm hungry. Let's get something to eat. I'm Chris Hansen. Please take a seat. I love you, tube. People who are pro-gun. Why? Bullets are faster than police. Protection. Simple as that. Used my Mossberg to chase out 2 home invaders who tied my sister and taped her mouth shut while I was asleep a few years back. Attempted to send one of them to the Holy Father. They are now doing 20 years in the pokey. Because I had a crazy man threaten to kill my family repeatedly. Not taking chances. Survivor of domestic violence. I believe in protection. What do women secretly hate? How my bra, pants, shirt and dress size are all different sizes depending on who makes them. Oh, and lack of pockets. When underwire doesn't stay put underneath the boob and firmly against the rib cage but instead starts creeping up along the underboob. No one really talk about this. I can't speak for all of us, but having a menstrual cycle freaking blows. Being told to calm down. What's cool in the eyes of most high schoolers but is actually cringe? Vaping, driving like an idiot and or having a loud car. Adults who hang out with them. Telling people how mature you are. Being popular for the wrong reasons. As soon as you graduate, all that starts over. Better to not rely on being popular and prepare. Most high schoolers. My Hinge date got me pregnant. I know. Tale as old as time. I, 29 female, went out with a guy, 33 male, I'd been talking to on Hinge for about a week prior. We went out Friday night, hit it off, then went out Saturday and Sunday too. We made it official on the 3rd date. Then he got sick and I didn't see him for a week. Being apart was torture. But then he came over to my apartment for a 4th and 5th date when he was better. We had bang on maybe the 6th date, even though we said we wanted to wait. By this time we were already saying I love you and talking about the future. We both saw ourselves together and were, and still are, very passionately in love. We've had bang many times since and never used protection, mostly because he was under the impression he was either infertile or had a very low sperm count. Flash forward a month and my period is several days late. Mostly as a joke I bought a pregnancy test, and it's positive. I took 3 more and they're all positive. We're both very excited, terrified, and overwhelmed. At this point we haven't even met each other's complete families, so we're keeping it a secret for now. I feel like I'm going to explode from having to keep this secret, so I'm getting it off my chest here. Even if no one reads this, at least I've been able to say it. I can't believe this person was a stranger to me just 6 weeks ago, and now we're going to be parents. For the younger people reading this, everything about this story is textbook not what to do in dating. What hobby is an immediate red flag? The only thing I have learnt from this thread is that Redditors don't know what the word hobby means. I hate saying this cause I have close friends that are into it, but oftentimes gambling, especially since it's usually a very thin line between hobby and addiction. Cockfighting. My old roommate used to go out driving on rainy days specifically to splash pedestrians. That seems pretty red flaggy to me. Not having a hobby is a no-no for me. Who will be the most mourned/biggest deal when they die? Your mom. Seriously, my mom isn't getting any younger and it makes me sad. Biggest deal right now would probably be Putin. Not because he's loved, but you know, that whole war thing. Same goes for Zelensky, of course. I think most of the world would hold their breath for a minute if one of them died suddenly. My grandma. She's my best friend and I've been attached at her hip since the day I was born. Half of me will go with her when she dies. Samuel L. Jackson. Mother F.er. People who don't want kids. Why? Kids are a lifelong commitment to raise and care for another human, and I don't think I'm capable of handling that. I like kids, but I don't think I could raise one well, so I'm not going to try. Why would I want kids? Personally, I can't think of a single compelling reason to have them. Kids deserve a parent who wants them, not someone who just tolerates them. I enjoy freedom. I enjoy my relationship exactly as it is. I have a major fear of being pregnant. I like having money. Oh, and I don't like babies or kids. The reasons are endless. What do you consider to be a cultural food of the United States? Buffalo wings, perhaps. Cornbread. The Cuban sandwich, originated in Tampa Bay. Chocolate chip cookies. Louisiana boiled crawfish and crabs. What did your generation have that kids need more of today? Privacy. From the moment they're all born, their pics, good, bad and embarrassing moments are put on socials. It's insane to me. With the weather, Snow days. Yes, online classes are now a thing, but something about nostalgia and waking up finding out school is cancelled because of snow day. Go out sledding with friends, building snow forts and snowballs, and watching a movie with hot chocolate. Less influence from people they do not know personally. Boys, be brutally honest. What makes a girl attractive instantly? Premarital eye contact, intense eye contact, in truth a pretty face and a cute smile. After that, a confident woman is very attractive. Her eyes. What's the worst part of having a child? Having to take care of a sick child when you are also sick. For me, that has been the most challenging part so far. Worrying about how the outside world will treat them. Having to deal with their total lack of self-preservation. They are creative and come up with all kinds of ways to try and unalive themselves. Keeping ahead of the game is exhausting. I'm only 9 years in, but so far it's been the sleep deprivation. Hands down, I'm not still sleep deprived. My kids sleep great now at nearly 9 and 5. But that was the hardest part of parenthood for me so far. Having kids makes you realize how dumb your lies used to sound to your parents. I remember one time I snuck out to watch TV in the middle of the night. When I heard a noise coming from the bedrooms, I couldn't find the remote control, so I ran to the TV to turn it off and did it at the exact time my mom arrived at the living room. I instantly pretended I was sleeping standing up next to the TV. She was like, "What are you doing?" I acted out as if her voice woke me up and like I was confused about the situation as well. Parents, be home at 9 p.m. Me, stays out till 9:15 p.m. but sets watch back 15 minutes. No mom, I didn't spill a 2-liter of soda on the carpet, it was the dog. Beer drinkers. You can only drink one beer the rest of your life. What is it? Augustiner. They've been brewing it properly since 1328, so I'm reasonably confident they won't screw it up while I'm still alive. Carmelite Triple. That beer is simply amazing. Cold beer. The amount of different answers on this thread is amazing. Pilsner Urquell. Guinness. I will live happy.